Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at some cool little news which is coming around for the Pokémon TCG. And let's start off with a new EX box. It is the Aegislash EX box, a Pokemon which I pronounced wrong for many years, and I'm going to go ahead and assume that a lot of other people still do as well. But the Aegislash EX box, what have we got? Well, we've got ourselves a fairly standard EX box. That is to say, we got ourselves 4 packs, we get an EX, we get a Jumbo EX, and then you get yourself the pre-evolutions. We had this weird time where Pokemon decided, look, you can either have 2 extra foil cards, or you can have 1 extra and a jumbo. You can't have both. Go back to, I think Pokemon card 151 is probably the best example of this, where we had the Zapdos EX box, where you got the jumbo Zapdos and 1 extra holo. But then with the Alakazam EX box, because you got both Abra and Kadabra, you didn't get a jumbo. For a little while, Pokemon were like, look, you can have another extra holo, or you can have a jumbo, you can't have both. Lately, Pokemon is like, nah, mate, do whatever. It's all good. You can have it all. We're fine. Go for it. Because this is not the only time this has happened in the not too distant future. No, not too distant past. Oh, future actually works as well. But the point is, this is one of those things that keeps happening. And I think for a little while, it's probably going to keep happening. And that means extra promos for us. And I think that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Having said that, the Houndstone EX box I showed you the other day just had 1 extra foil and a jumbo, so maybe it's a case of they're willing to put in the extra foil if they need to. Either way, I'm a fan, this is cool. Now, as it stands at the moment, this is slated for release on the 21st of August. Shout out to Mr. Stollis for telling us about this. And at the moment, it's Durangard EX you'll see on the screen. I've not seen this for anywhere else. Now, that's not particularly unusual. For these smaller EX boxes, I'll explain what I mean by that in a moment, they do tend to kind of slide out in some places and then essentially get further out as time goes by. And I wouldn't read too much into this. For the time being, it's only been confirmed for Germany, but I do think it's going to find its way out into other places. Now, when I call this a smaller EX box, what do I mean? I mean, it's just a straight reprint. This is Aegislash EX, and it's not alternate art. It's not a new mechanically unique card. It is a straight reprint of the Aegislash EX that came around in Paradox Rift. Now, the Jumbo is brand new. The Jumbo we've never seen before. But, like, even the set number and set symbol are exactly the same as you'll get if you go and buy it and pick it up from a pack. So, there's not actually anything new in here other than the Jumbo, and like I say, it's important to note the Jumbo is actually new. So this becomes a pretty inessential product unless you really want the Jumbo. If you want the Jumbo, jobs are good 'em. If you don't want the Jumbo, look, Aegislash EX is not a particularly expensive card. Although having said that, they do tend to make the other cards foil, so maybe if they are, there's actually another reason to buy them there as well. So keep an eye on exactly what kind of foil. Yes, so it is confirmed there are 3 holo cards here. So if they're not just regular reverse holos, then actually the Doublade and Honage here actually could make this really cool as well. And ironically, the worst thing about this might end up being the EX, because it's a regular EX we've had before. Now, as for the EX, remember it is a stage 2. Single energy, 70 damage for each prize card that you have taken. So if you've got 1 prize card remaining, you're hitting 350 here, which will KO anything naturally. Yes, I know that you can boost some Pokemon up, but right now the highest natural HP we've ever seen is 340. You're hitting 350. Jobs are good 'un. As for the other attack, I don't like it as much. 2 energy, 220 does 30 to itself. Honestly, Aegislash EX is best, where you've basically got an Aegislash deck, and you're already playing the evolution line, so you might as well. And we do have the regular one from Paradox Rift with the phenomenal Takumi Wada illustration rare, that does prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from EXs and Vs, which actually also had a pre-release promo version of it. So, I don't know, maybe there's an Aegislash deck to be made here. And if there is, this works very nicely as a tech. Either way, it's your regular EX box, same price it usually is in your region. €25 for instance, coming out on the 23rd of August in Germany, not currently confirmed for anywhere else, but I do feel fairly confident it's going to make its way around everywhere eventually. What else has gone and been revealed? Well, very quietly, the Moonball tin went and got revealed, found on distributor websites. We've got a lovely image of Moonball, and this is important because we've had a lot of Pokeballs in these tins. We've not yet, as far as I'm aware, as always, please correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong here, but we've not actually had a Moonball yet. Now, in terms of contents here, it's exactly what you would generally regularly expect. You get yourself 3 packs, as you would expect. You get yourself a sticker sheet, or 2 sticker sheets. You used to get a coin in these, they switched to stickers a little while ago. It's not some amazing product where you're getting a bunch of promos and all of that. I'm not going to pretend it is. But this is very much for the tin. And I've long said this, that if you're not collecting the tins, honestly, there are better ways to go and get free packs. But if you are collecting the tins, this is cool, and there's now another one that you can add to your collection. And I think that is frankly wonderful. Now, as for Moonball itself, if anybody's forgotten, in the game, it gives an increased capture rate for Pokemon that evolve with the Moonstone, which is really, really, really pedantic. It's got a catch rate of 4 for Nidorino, Clefairy, Jigglypuff, or Skitty, and a capture rate of 1 for everyone else. Shout out to Cerebi.net from where I got that information. It's a bit of an obscure, weird Pokeball that I'm assuming even when you play the game, most of us don't use it very often. But I kind of love that they've gone and revealed this here, and it honestly makes me rather happy. This one, like I've said, it's very much a case of buy this because you like Moonball, buy this because you're collecting the tins. Outside of that, really don't bother. But if you do fall into one of those categories, this is actually kind of awesome. I know it's not going to be a news story that everybody's loving, but for those of you that are interested, this is pretty cool. You know what else is pretty cool and weird? This Garchomp promo. Yeah, that's right. There's a Paradox Rift Garchomp promo that has gone and appeared over in Italy. And what is weird about this promo, which has gone and appeared over in Italy, it's not appeared everywhere. Now, this is not the first time I've told you about the Jumbo Garchomp. It has appeared in other countries, and it's appeared in French. I think we first saw it in French. But I find it rather strange that it just randomly appears a couple of months later over in Italy. Basically, there is an event going on at Game Vision, and you can participate in the event to get exclusive gadgets, this is Google translated, reserved for you, including the unmissable giant Pokemon card and a certificate of participation in the event. So, you know, in 20 years' time, when people are like, mate, you did not go to that Game Vision event over in Italy, you can be, mate, I have got a participation certificate. I was absolutely there. Weird? Yes. Awesome? Also, yes. And look, these jumbo promos, they tend to kind of come around and then disappear and then become a little bit annoying. Yes, I am aware that people in the US generally don't get these jumbo promos. For you guys, I apologize. I know it's actually super annoying. And I've heard from a bunch of you guys in the US that wish you did get these. And all I can say is, I'm sorry, I wish you got them too. But they've been made available in more places, and although they don't generally show up in the US, you never know, ladies and gentlemen, maybe one day they actually will. We can but dream. For now, I've told you the news, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about this Aegislash box and whether you're going to be picking it up. Tell me how much you like Moonball and whether you're collecting those tins. Tell me what you feel about these jumbo cards. And bearing in mind, Garchomp is not from the most recent expansion. Just a bit weird, it's coming out now. But go nuts in the comment section and be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at Lawasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Kiridan, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.